So my schedule, which of course is a teaser. But again. Oh. So, and because it's stored and stuff like that, you don't want to get in trouble. Let's just say that's not the best way to do it. So, if you want to get in trouble, that's still and stuff. And hopefully, it's not to do anything. But that's easy for me to do. So, if you lie and stuff and steal and and commit just guilty part of stuff, you're not going to get to guilty. But taking somebody's job or whatever because you don't want Social Security, that's also one thing. If you do fraud and go after someone who's trying to set up a business because of, and have people say, well, he can't have this, he can't have that. That means he can't have this, he can't have that. My account, because this was with somebody that is going to get in trouble. He's have a boyfriend. Alright, it's a fake name. I know the person, so they get tax audit. Alright. And that's beautiful card. And that's what happens. And pretty much it. And everything else. It's called tax auditing. So you have here's another debit card. Now she owes the government money. And her family. Because they stole from the government. They lied on paperwork. They cheated. They threatened everything. So, thankfully, this house I'm staying in, not even new to the, is owned by somebody. I think it's his house. So the dad to his house, or father, is, anyway, shit. Dollar Tree thing. Okay. I could find something to make it look protected. Okay. I don't want like bullshit. But right now, because that's my traveling one. So put everything back in here for now. Because someone else took my purchase kit and crap like that. I don't have a bumpster in here no more. $60 bumpster. So people want to steal things and say, well, and then blame people like Jeff Hawkins for crap that, guess what? We're all Jeff Hawkins. We all this, we all that, we all thieves, we all raping people, we all, oh yeah, that's right, they all raping this system. Yeah, everybody who try to lie on the taxes and everything and try to become a bully, that's who's raping the system. So that means they are raping everybody on the in the list. And how I see it is, well, the Cash App is no longer. So that's what happens. When I'm trying to work for something and everybody stops me and trying to get it like I don't deserve nothing at all periods of matter. This is where I fight a little more harder, a little more smarter, and a lot of times people don't know what the hell I'm doing, so they freak out, beat me down to get their way. So when they do that, only certain people get away with it. So that person gets away with it no matter what. Because it's a good point of everybody's. So anybody fucks with this poor family again, this time you have no idea how far. Because I had to demonstrate a few times what I could do if pissed off. And what I could do is classify as I could be pretty damn good in the military. Or just give me a job and ignore everybody from Lincoln County. Because those guys don't see or hear nothing. Because all they're doing is just talking out their asses and getting other people in trouble. So, what I'm going to do, get a girl, sit on my lap, my tax audit or courtroom goes into Pornhub or any other type of website like that. Or I could make my own website and have it. And you have to be, 18, 21, certain countries. So, screw it. And hopefully somebody will call the cops 3-4 hours away saying I'm raping somebody. That's the time they turn around and put them in jail again for interfering with the police investigation federal level. One more. That family will go deep into our abyss. And the paperwork I showed before proves to people I'm not fucking with you. Because people who understand those types of tax forms also has one that says government. Why this family don't have anything like that? They will abuse it quick, and they all did. And they didn't even have it. They went after people's families and everything because they don't want their family to get in trouble. They went after a cop's family. They went after a federal cop's family. We all federals in a different ways. Mine's just more better. So, if these guys want me to go to court, they have to go to court on taxes. So, if they're not paying taxes, and I'm not getting paid, that means it's not going back to the system. And that means what I do from this point on better. Because that means they have spies around. And as the guy who takes care of this problem, that means I could file harassment and everything. To a point, they know I have roommates. They know I have friends. They know I have family up here. Now they'll hold to find me in Hillsborough. But sooner or later, these guys are going to fuck with the wrong side. Because I'm at that point of turning this family in with every crime in the book, even for terrorism, cyber terrorists. That's what it is. They're using Facebook. They're changing the names. They don't want me to have Facebook. They don't want me to contact no one. They want to separate me. They want to cut out my financing. Everything. That would be a dictator. So, I was thinking about dictating something. The trailer park in Siletz. Weaver's Trailer Park. And the address is 666. Yeah, that's the street address. The 666. Don't ask. It just says 721 Southwest Ferry Avenue. Now it's 666 Southwest Ferry Avenue. Space 35. I'm going to dictate. And they're going to lose everything. Every last bit. Because they think it's fun and games. They think I won't do nothing. Well, that's like 3 years ago. And nowadays, I'm working on a few things. I really didn't get fired. I can't be fired. Because in different levels, I'm a different type of person. And the smart ass move is I've been helping, showing, hopefully the people around me are the only ones who could do this with me. And no matter what, I always have somebody to BS, hang out. Good thing is, I love my guns so well that I even knew about that investigation that now we have to do it. Got me and this cop in a motel. So, well, let's see. A lot of things to have to follow now to my case file. And this is where my other favorite part was. My Homeland Security also has something that I don't think this person ever has. That if she does have my paperwork, my little notebook, she's missing one thing. Ladies, this is how you play the dirty tax audit. The liars goes to hell and back. Well, the truth goes to hell and back. I have something far more better than what I have in Lincoln County. Far more. And to prove this, the dad, well, the father, I even have to call him father of the church. Because he is technically a father of the church. So, now, yeah. The thing that they took was something stupid. It's my notebook with my numbers to prove, like my ID. So, what they took was how much more of my ID and my identity to a point that they want to be Jay Hawkins. Go ahead. Because everybody says Jay Hawkins is a dick, now so it's so to a point that no one wants to see or hear him. Right? But there you go. I don't give a shit about Rooster. And by law, I have them multiple names. So, from this point on, Jay Hawkins is dead to everybody. And the only person who should have like his food stamps or something should be the person. And also he has to, because but this is going to go as so people is fucking Jay Hawkins. Rumor has it for a tax audit thing. Well, first of all, it has to go through the federal department. The FBI had to check it out with body fluid and fingerprints. So the tax fraud, it goes back on them. Even when they use my name and my number, doesn't have my DNA or fingerprint. And if you do it online, they won't accept it. Not anymore. So I have to do my taxes and walk to the courthouse and deliver it. And the person I did it with, sexual wise, yep, everything's about sex in this category. They have to have their DNA, my DNA, their fingerprints, my fingerprints. And we all have to go to the courthouse or my camera and turn it in. And it's easy. Paper blue in the courthouse or there's a drop box for the camera. So I have to be with the person because if I leave and people go to certain places that they're not supposed to after a certain time, but someone with my expertise and shit can, means I could go to certain places that wildlife, like I said, that's also part of big game and fish. And that's a reserve place. You have to protect it no matter what. So I could have one more person with me or a couple, but they have to be with me, stand next by me with at least another flashlight. So the people who's on guard could know there's another security agency with me. So, and because we have the rights to protect and everything, we could even stay there. And knowing that no one's supposed to do that, that means a security officer is right there. And if the people sees is not the guy, they could be arrested or charged with everything. like trespassing and shit like that on a wild game preserve at certain times. And I went down because they hired, they're supposed to have help. And, well, they do. The only guy who will go in and help out. So what I'm going to do is get some cash, go to the Dollar Tree, pick up a couple of tools, and they go. Meanwhile, I'm going to work on a few things. And if I hear anything from Lincoln County, family court should, in Lincoln County, stop listening. I hope. If not, sounds like me and that court need to go round and maybe fire a couple of DHS workers or children workers because they always brings up sex and kids, always. And this family loves to get into people's case files somehow because of public records, but don't do that to them because they will sue you because they're not investigators. They don't want people to investigate them. And someone fucked up and started an investigation now. Straight to them. So I'm not supposed to interfere either because you have because you're supposed to be spending and all this. Well, one part I am, another part I'm not. Because how many of these case files did I? Because the FBI does that to rookies all the time. So if I really want my badge from them, there's a few ways I could get it, no matter what. And my controls, well, my idea at this moment is, something that I could fuck with people. So, and yes, I am supposed to have it. I'm not that type of felon. Depends on the law, what type of felony. I could get my guns, no matter what, because no violent behavior. My violent behavior will not, hit somebody. I had to be tested on that. And yeah, I was, and that's a great thing. So if someone that I really do don't give a crap slap me across the face like a bitch slap, well, you did it. And here is anybody from Lincoln County comes up here and interrupts the nice courthouse that we all know they don't deal with shit. Because this family did this since I was 17. Last time I had sex, okay, people say, last time you stopped having it was like 24. Yeah, that's about it. But still, I still want to prison for knocking a girl up because this family loves to dictate, control, etc. If you talk about them, they get all pissy. Guess what? I could take J's and take the J out and poof. So I could give somebody my name, social security number, all that, change my social security number, get everything renewed, different everything, and who knows? I could probably put on a person who always has a heart attack every time he hears my name, And it's kind of funny. He does that to his younger son too, Michael. And yeah, I told his PO, accuse me of this because I need to be accused once. When it happened again, this time, they just walked into something that they shouldn't even mention, or opening, or nothing. Because in Lincoln County, that is called a lethal ejection. I actually ejected and everything in those case files. And what that's going to happen is poisoned. The case file that dimmed down and everything. Now, this person had to come over here and plead her case out, or we go to courthouse and plead it. Either way, I have to record it. And if I do it on, like if I record the court hearing or live stream it, I could actually, there it is. But one side, I'm a case manager. The other side, I'm the general case manager. And on the other side, by the way, Homeland Security, DHS at this moment is underneath maintenance. Yeah. DHS.gov, or Department of Homeland Security, the things, the classes that you take is just enough to maybe bump up your pay grade. I noticed the one I did came out with a FEMA number. But yeah, the sheriff department has everything too. And I could even look it up. Because each time I do something, it's that they even say, well, we have to accuse you of this, this, and that anyway. Yeah, go ahead. Because one type of paperwork, it's kind of funny, it's a U.S. courtrooms. That, but now this whole case had to go to Washington, D.C. with the names and everything, and Facebook, and every other cyber. And the FBI is looking at it. Same people who actually allowed me to become one of them because they have to do it. Washington, D.C. Fed decides. A lot of this stuff says D.C., not Oregon, not Washington State, Washington, D.C. means district court. So, the FBI has to look at every case file, every piece of paper, test it out, DNA matching, everything, fingerprints. And if they all came out that I was never the person, they are up for tax fraud and everything. So, because that means they took my number, and how they saw it was they killed me because of it. So, every time that happens, yep. So now, to do my taxes, I have to have a witness, a female, has to be my witness, or a house full of people. Like I have an office, and people can come up here who has permission, and that would be like everybody I know, because this is going to be my office. And because someone took my wallet, I have replaced my shape. Yeah, there's the third one because it dropped in my pocket, couldn't find it. Then a couple days later, I found it, and well, too late. This was always with me. This is my tax debit card for my taxes, my social security number, and my health insurance. And that's the thing that people don't understand. Because somebody I heard tried to use my medical card for painkillers, and it didn't work out in his favor because Chase Hawkins doesn't take painkillers. And because he doesn't do that, oh, he's a bad guy too. And a fake person and all this because I'm not giving people permission. Because I'm not that type of doctor. B, if I was a doctor, that means giving out painkillers to random people. That's abusing it, and I could lose my license. So, like every other people, I could lose a lot of shit. But why would I give up shit just to allow people to abuse it? And why would I work so hard and give it to people? The only people I would give it to is people I highly trust, friends, as together as family, and family. So you got really great friends who just like family. You got your family, and then you have those people that you want to know everything about you. So they make it like you are still there around them, knowing you're not. But why would I come back to a place that people might be looking for me? So, let's do this again. Because I'm that really great guy, I don't need to deal with that crap. I have my own demise, my own things to look forward to and worry about. And keeping friends and family together, that's my strong suit, isn't it? So, why would I want to hurt the person that I've been dying to be with? And knowing that I am that one person who went through so much crap because these people want to hurt me, destroy me. They even threatened to, if I have any kids that grow pregnant, they want the son to walk up to them and punch the girl right in the stomach and have someone hold me down and watch him kill my family, pretty much. Well, that means that's the reason why he's in prison. Because people who thinks about that will actually do it, but don't do that to them because he wants to feel what it feels like to kill somebody and get away with it. They keep on saying the same shit about me. And the funny thing is, I'm not the one who opened up a case and keep pounding it in people's heads to come after me and shit like that. And not allow me to be around my friends or my family and stuff. Guess what? The only kids I cannot be around, and this is by the courthouse in Washington says, in my case files, the only people is Angie Priest's kids. That'd be Faith, Ivy Lynn, and Malachi Lundy. That means they are the threats to my family. Their family is threats. And they always talk shit about me no matter what. So, are they getting sexually active with my name or something? Because that means they always think about me all the way to the sexual part. Get some girls around here to do it. I don't care. Because if they want to jump on me, go ahead. I can't call rape. Because if I enjoy it, it's not rape, isn't it? So, everything that most people heard, yeah, it's pretty much bullshit. But that doesn't mean I can't do something either. Keep putting the thoughts in people's heads. Makes them try to do it. That's the whole Chicago 101 crap for you. In other words, the people who want to be like me needs to do something. That means you have to be with me 24/7 like a girlfriend. And live, in the same house and everything. And if I have stuff like that, and like one of the family members needs help or something, I could still do it. If I could do it for myself and my girlfriend or so, I could do it for others. And yeah, by the way, call 911 every 10 seconds. That's still phone harassing. Calling the cops every 10 seconds about one person because you heard it from the computer. Someone over the computer said do it. Because they have a scanner. They want to hear everything I'm doing. So that means they book their own string order and everything. And the stupid part is, the people down there doesn't even understand what the hell is their problem because I'm not living up there and they want to have me talk crap about them and all that so they could take me to court and sue me. That means I could turn around and say, so what are you guys hiding? Because the last court judge you want to see, and a lot of people doesn't want to see, is tax court. So these guys want to be tax audit. So I'm going to file some paperwork in time, and I'm going to make sure everybody sees what I see. Because you fuck with one of my family members, and then you turn around and have someone fuck with my second one. This time, I'm going to turn around and bite you right in the goddamn ass. Because now, I'm at that point. I have something better than what I didn't have in Lincoln County. I have friends and family, mostly family. And this family, we all have each other's backs. Even if we slap each other across the face, we still have each other's back. And calling cops, they're going to be calling, again, family. So, but having someone in Lincoln County have someone stalking me, harassing still, what they're going to get out of it. Pretty much one hell of a headache. Because they want to know what I know, so they could get away doing crap. What I know is this. The people who's around me knows. These are the guys you could get away with it. Even slapping somebody. Guess what? At least how I see it is this. at least you got to switch. Slap a cop, hit a cop, and get away with it. Yep, he did. I said, good. How'd that feel? Because after the mom wants to slap a cop too. And seriously, it's kind of funny at this moment because I had to do a couple things. So it tells the owner of this house, yep, that's the guy that they want to keep around. And everybody who don't do what the owner of this house want, they kick you out. And believe me, we have enough people to get people kicked out, right? And we don't do it to hurt people or anything. It's not our fault that most people don't want to listen or something. And also, people does get peed out after a while, and they deal with it. So, at least this time around, oh yeah, that's right. No paper. But that person I did cut up the difficult. She did give me a puncher. But it's the rest of the stuff. But also pissing me, how much pissing me off and the rest of the people, and not knowing what I know about other people actually pissed me off because some of them is underneath, hey, we all live here, work with each other, stuff like that. But for the sheriff's department and for the family, same investigation, long time ago, from the owners, because we have to remodel this place anyway. Right? That I did with cowboy, screwdriver, not a screwdriver, but cans. You see the end marks, indents. That's how hard I could throw shit. But also, see that side? That's the reason why I have to remodel all that. But better yet, for a female who wants to know how much fuss I could do. In other words, the fuss is what the anger and everything is. If you could even make a dent in the bulletproof glass that shouldn't, means you have enough anger to do a lot of damage. Or you take that anger and you put it in a sexual rage that I'm hoping don't hurt the person, but fuck them until they cannot sit or anything. How much fuck them until death do you part. And if she does the same thing to you, well, that means you guys are parable enough to just keep going. And yeah. And how much crap I dealt with, everything. And with this family, they did a lot of sexual harassment and everything too. But here, they can teach, train, or whatever. It's a state thing. So I was classified as sex watch. Means I can't have sex or anything because that's a sexual predator. Things like child rapists or sexual rapists, serial rapists, so on and so on. But having sex is not, I think it is just that it's a crime. You have to believe it to, you have to see it to believe. And it's really weird. And I will do a screen capture on here and show people and put together. So it'd be like this side and that side. So I don't need to record this audio. This one doesn't have a webcam. If it did, I'd be doing screen capturing. Wow, webcamming. But at least in time I'll buy a little webcam and just USB it. And six clients. And it's weird. Because it'd be let's see. Yeah, under 12, under 16, yeah. Just different types of crap. What was it? There's one that someone loves to because you're not supposed to always have sex in Oregon, but they changed a lot years ago. And technically, if we want to go back then, just having sex to get your ass thrown in prison. That's weird. But having women accuse me of rape, the case file went weird. Because some of these women, I wasn't around. And when I was around, looking at their asses, they also looked at mine. That's technically not assault. I mean, a sex crime. It's more like sexual harassment. And each job, however, has different policies. But as a law, you have to do something like dramatic. On the workforce, yeah, you look at when your workers real in sexual assault, you could harassment, you could actually turn them in, get them in trouble, etc. But the person who doesn't work there do it. Does that mean they just want their boyfriends to do it and then turn around and get fired and lose their position and blame somebody else and so like the manager who wasn't even around because to allow the person to get away with it, you have to have that guy that no one wants around. So if that's the thing. Most people want the boyfriend to get away with it or the guy they think. Like, there's a couple of people that I seriously went after because I lost a job and everything because they thought it's funny. Because one of my roommates, his grandson, and my other roommate was choosing people, the people from Lincoln County were doing it. If he gets a job, whatever, make sure he loses it because he's not supposed to have one. Means I'm not supposed to have a family, I'm not supposed to have nothing but nothing, almost dead. So people who thinks about that 24/7, that someone should die immediately, they have that drive of if they got a permission slip and the state of Oregon give them everything that how much they want to do it anyway, the paperwork. But yeah, they won't file paperwork or nothing. they tell people that if you're talking to do nothing at all, periods of nada. By the way, why is he in the household thing? Lucifer, people like Lucifer. He brings candy and joy and all to the boys and girls. No, Lucifer is real. I became an angel myself. Because what's the problem is, now everybody should be ignoring Lincoln County because they always gunned people. Even about kids and everything. Yeah, they will file a bunch of false paperwork just like this family would, just to protect a person you actually do that. Internationally, if we go to international court, we will hit something that this family would never want. Sexual crimes over the computer, like children porn and stuff, is against international law. Physical children pornographically. Even murder, even crime, even war crimes is against the law. War crimes is what somebody's been doing. That's where the FBI comes in too. Like, I'm going to read off some things that most people don't know what FBI really do. They're not that terrible people. Special agent is something, they can't really, they do more, but they also have more aggression than ever before. And also have somebody classified as a special asshole in certain fields. Yeah, I could go for that. Special asshole. Yeah. Oh well. Secret asshole is you look at him and he has right to kill you type of concept. But what FBI really investigates, and yeah, I'm doing screen capturing, is what we investigate: terrorism, counterintelligence, cybercrimes, public corruption, civil rights, organized crime, white-collar crimes, violent crimes, WMD. I forgot what WMD for. Weapon of mass destruction. By the way, don't worry. Weapon of mass destruction doesn't need to be burned or blow up. It could be some two people in the same room destroying things. But counterintelligence is when you're just being an asshole and thinking ahead. But it might seem like throwbacks to earlier days of the World War and Cold Wars. Counterintelligence. Cybercrimes, also what I studied, is threats, everything. That's where the private sector once upon a time was. I was a private sector, CI3 or what the hell you call them. But public corruption is investigating violence of federal laws by public officials at the federal, state, and local levels of government overseeing the nationwide. So this is more like using the courtroom to go after somebody. But it's people like Justice Department, Inspector General, stuff like that goes after. It's almost how fast I did all this. It's easy. I always believe in human rights. So like false arrest, sexual assaults, expressive voice, like someone just buys some shit out of you in a law enforcement style, but and stuff and want to do something. Here you go. There is something that most people don't realize. The FBI could shoot somebody and get away with it. And having a trainee, that's not, very good. Having a light round. Because sometimes they go suicidal, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they shoot the person. So think about like Vietnam and stuff. But the thing that most people don't realize is what type of special agent am I? Yeah, I'm supposed to get a job from them, but I'm just not really up to the mood for it now. But also, Homeland Security has a special agent badges too. And no, I'm not racist. But special agent is an investigator or a detective for a governmental or independent agency whose primary serves in criminal investigating position, pretty much state federal type of thing. And guess what? Being an investigator half time sucks. That's funny though. You get an actual investigator standing right there next by a detective, and have a detective just at you, and then you cock back, look at the investigator, and shut the door. And damn, I should have just had him because if he stepped in just a little more, I could bulk his nose. That's where his feet was at. And investigators cannot tell another person who's who, but see him in jail, and you went straight up to him while naked. Yeah, that's right. You don't talk to him either. You lose more partners that way. Don't worry. Because more people say, well, he's recording stupid shit and all this. You know what I'm doing? Doing that one thing that a lot of people want. Why am I doing public accessing to everybody? I have to let everybody know what I'm doing 24/7, no matter what, even taking a shit. By the way, I took a shit last night. No, I'm just kidding. But we don't need to go that publicly. But there is a realize, boy, there's too many things that I need to relax, enjoy, think ahead, and just go with the flow. Don't worry about nothing else from Lincoln County. Because there is a girl that I am really into. And it's kind of funny. I knew the family for a while. Didn't know the rest until, let's just say, Adam and Eve has the and all I need to do is become that little snake again. Give my secret. Because if I know the Bible so well, and I did give her one, this time it's a perfect time. So, YouTube Live, I'm just going to keep it like that, but it's still be on. So, but I said around midnight though. Around that time before 20. I should probably still be up. No one knows. Why not just have a nice little date? Even if she didn't, want to see me as like that. But if I bring something for her that I did, and it's only my secret, and in the camera, that means the person doesn't even need to know nothing, not anymore. Because all they're going to do is come back to me no matter what. Thanks. That's a pop away. I don't know. They just want to play so much hit games that even the government is just going to say fuck it. And that's why I'm thinking about just taking them to tax court and see what the hell is their problem. Because these people is trying to give back this property, and this family wants people to steal and stuff, see what he's doing, get any numbers so he could lose whatever, like his doctor's degree and all this. Ha! My doctor's degree. And all I am, and if you guys want to get down to it, I read the same thing as the workers do, or I do the same classes as the workers do, because some of these you have to have like already done certain things like general managers. For me to become a general manager, I have to be a manager. But I have to apply it outside, like a work field or a training field. So if, let's say, I also work with rookies around here, like if I don't, destroy anything, but looks like I, did, like, why not just like an empty box, like with a battery chiller, why it's a bomb, there you go, right? Not actually make one, but just play around with that. Or find a private security agent who is licensed to test out things. And believe me, in your documents also underneath FTC. And one of those numbers, two of them. One was an attorney. One was a private security. Because I have to have my attorney. I still have to. I still a U.S. attorney, pretty much. So just a smart ass. You just figure out a couple things. I need to teach these old dogs new tricks. But here you go. They also teaching a young puppy new tricks. And that's a good thing because if I learn what they learn, I could adapt to it. And also, their way of things is pretty much breaking you down, rebuilding you, and etc. Like I said, military even had problems with suicide thoughts and stuff. They still do. But that's the aggression, that's everything later on. And I was thinking about going to DC due to I knew a couple military girls. And I could do my NCIS investigation thing. And there you go. But that also has fallen back the DODs. You think that's a shitty problem about people trying to stop you from having family violence? Trying to figure out the DODs is such an asshole move too. I wanted to become a JAG. The JAG is something that no one likes. That's a military cop. A military lawyer, attorney. And becoming one of those types, you have to study military laws and etc. Well, I did that too. But self-studying never took the test or anything, so type of concept. But imagine I could do that. That'd be a shitty problem too, huh? It's, well, you fuck this guy's wife and he's in the military, guess what? You might see a jag later on too. And I told this guy over the computer, even his family, you fuck with the military's wife, you go straight to hell. You fuck with a federal cop's family or a cop's family, you go straight to hell. So, what I'm getting at is these people is need a lot of, and it pisses me off half the time. The good thing is, I know who's my friends and family. Because friends and family don't go after each other in a way that is technically federal law. Because you use the courtroom to have people to beat the shit out of you and stuff like that, means you know how to you try to figure out something that there's other people way more advanced. And good people never let other people hurt other people. So, being that really great person, yeah, I got bitch slap, but who cares now? Is I did that before. To a cop. You're right. And that's why I don't have my badge at this moment. But smoking pot and stuff, I can't. But also, if I really want it, he's going to stop me having it. And I have numbers that corresponds to a real badge number. And it's really one of them. No one wants the badge number anyway. No one. It's okay. I'll take it. Because it's something that only this folk have. 666. And you have to figure out which one is which badge. Federal, Homeland, General, any other shit that I did. All comes down to someone's just gonna be pissed off at you no matter what anyway. So, screw Lincoln County. Everybody's dead over there. Everybody should forget about Jay's and Siletz in Lincoln County. He's not coming back because of a bunch of bullshit. Rumor has it, people was looking for him. Guess what? Does that mean if he goes down there and has a federal badge number? Because Siletz is a Native American property, is government owned. And that's why there's tribal and then there's state. Government law says if they need to send an FBI agent down there or a federal agent, they can because of Native American territory. But if the people is trying to get Native American benefits, or Title 5 or 9, technically, to do this, you have to become tribal yourself. To do that, you have to do Title 5 and 9. And most people don't know what the hell a title is. But Title like 2 is like education, like being a teacher or so. And it's kind of weird that how all this crap works. But if it's pretty smart, you can add everything up and do it. But you could even help somebody to figure it out just by watching you. So, okay, you're on this title, you're on this title, you're on this title, and it equals up to her. Because to do that, I have to be an attorney as well. But I'm trying to become like someone who can help with immigration and stuff like that too. Like, as an immigration attorney, and that means he stayed at homeland and became an attorney or any other immigration laws and stuff. So I do have a law firm. It's weird. Who knew? It's just a smart ass. You figure out how to become a smart ass. But I'm doing this to help other people, not hurt, or to help. Gives me a way to get like a little job, even if in Oregon you can, and this is where the tax audit and stuff goes. I could do visual trades. Means like if a girl can't pay up, they could, fuck the tax audit. That's dirty tax auditing. That's where the DNA and everything to approve. Yep, he's your tax auditor. And it's more weird if you don't expect it. But really great guy and really fucking great at what he does. How the fuck did I figure out? 2 plus 2 equals up, not a fish, but a piranha. And really fun. Pretty cool though. Means I could help other people clear, and that's where, I'm always strong at information. So if I could, help people, yeah, that's great. Like, right until I get done with my core healing. Because years and years of investigation of the same case, both counties owed me a shitload of money because they didn't believe a federal agent was investigating the case was one person. Even though they told them multiple times that agent is the same guy you're going after. So, oh yeah, and this is the public search information from the FCC Commission Registration System Course Federal Commission. So what I did was I even hooked up to FCC and got my FRN. And this is why I thinking about getting a new computer, something with a webcam, or to get a desktop with, because someone took my desktop with my webcam. So, and Siletz, because they needed money. And now I heard they probably took my guns as well. And if so, they're up for a lot of things. Oops. Because that's just BS. Oh yeah, one was special agent content persistence. I have to show off that. But that also doesn't mean whatever agent. It could be Homeland Security, FBI, my own private sector. Because Angel Darkness is also a private sector attorney. Special agent. See, attorney could also be whatever. And so, oh yeah, this one's more updated. And it's funny. I have new numbers. But FON is visual weight, I think. But you know how much money it takes to license somebody who even to do like your internet hookup, stuff like that? I found out it would cost more to do that than actually doing it. But by law, I have to, if I want to do my own internet, file it, hook it up, like my fiber links, fiber optics, so much paperwork and so much money for a year. Almost $600. But that's all it, and it's floating rate notes. In other words, coupons equals money markets rates, like, yeah, federal fund. I just got pretty smart and bored and look, license. But if I really want to, if I hear that case file one more time in Lincoln County, I will send paper out to shut down someone's CenturyLink connection and never have internet again. Just keep it at his pacemaker, and that's all it gets. In other words, that's all he gets from that is his pacemaker, internet voice pacemaker, or a phone line. And you could actually tell by the IP address. But license manager is, that's what I logged into. That's cool. When I get a license or something, I could see it like that. So, educationally, also, I had to teach people, like, let's say rookies, to do a investigation, like teach how to a new investigation, because even a normal police officer, street cops, they have to do something like that. They have to, things like that. But some of them wants to become an investigator as bigger profile, stuff like that. That is pretty hard work. Pretty good. Dangerous a little bit. But getting to a mind of like a serial rapist, yeah, it kind of triggers you. You get into a serial killer rage, then you have like a love problem. But it's one of those, not like who cares, but it's more like as well, if you could think it, you could do it. You could do it, it's a problem. But you could think it and you didn't do it, but you know, as an investigator, they had to follow the same leads. But think about it. If I was going after a serial killer or someone who wants to do that, profiling, behavior, the attitudes, yeah, behavior wise, but that's how the motive goes. If he or she just wants to commit murder and get away with it and have people, no, murder is one of those you cannot protect at all. Internationally, nothing. And so everybody goes along with you as an organization type of murder or what do you call that? Organizing crime. And that's what Lincoln County did with paperwork. They organized crime. Everybody knew. And the investigation was always there. The investigator was always there, even in Siletz. And they never believed. But how did somebody knew so much solo time? And it's easy. These people actually tells you and what they hate was I was working on a couple other things. It's pretty much you don't say a word. But me opening up an investigation in Siletz blew everybody's mind. Because I didn't even tell the cops or anybody who the fuck I was. Because they were waiting to arrest me. But for sex crimes I didn't do. So they kept pounding it in people's heads that I did all this. If you see them, one way, all this. Okay, fine. You're right. But here you go. People who's not afraid of me walks up to me and says hi or hey or A. So it's A and L. Law. So if we got July. Means, yep. But, hey, and all this, at least we still talking, BBS. Sooner or later, we probably will, sit down and, hey, let's multiply and tell us all that, get to know each other. And because the house I'm in is tingly, I know the owner. And the rule number one is no locks on the outside of your doors for a reason why I had to do it at least once and have somebody that everybody trusts just and yeah, it was kind of fun, but I put in 2.5-inch screws in the lock I put in. Not a little inches, but the 2.5. And that would give out. It doesn't give out. But let's put a 5-inch one in. And you're really going to have fun. And no, we're not going to do that. But protect these doors with these types of screws. I'm going to make sure like the front door, back door, everybody's doors have these types on the hinges so no one can't really break in, but solid doors too. Because it's time to, secure and we all watch each other's back. And to set up a security cameras and stuff, we have to have a license. Well, that's not bad because we do have a private security agent who do that too. So, good part is, if he just, walks in like he always does and grabs the paperwork, and he's not even skilled to walk in. So, if you ever walk up to him, they're not skilled to him, and that means everything's BS. Huh? If I do violent behavior, well, someone could slap me with a cuffs or just slap me. And if I really want my ID or something and do it, like, see, I'm also have international blood, means foreign countries. Like, my family's from 19 era, Europe, stuff like that, my ancestors. So go back to where I started. Well, that means I go back to Siletz. I mean, more like Newport. Oh yeah, and this energy drink's really great. Goat. Thank you, Jerry. Oh. But what the hell was that for? Oh yeah. But let's just say, yeah, I'm pretty happy up here. No matter what the low problems we all have, at least we could A, talk back, B, just stand there and look at each other like, I'm gonna slap you. There. Yep. But at least we're not throwing things at each other or trying to stab each other, whatever. That's the thing. We don't do that here. Yell, scream, whatever. Okay. That's what we do. But at least have people, referee it. Because half the time, you need somebody, who's neutral, has to, bad, At least we know each other so well that we don't give a fuck. We don't hide it. We don't, if one was in trouble, hey, there you go. You got someone to say, hey, someone's looking for you, like a cop or something. Okay, so they know where I'm at. That's how I see it. Well, they could surround this house all they want, but all I'm going to do is just walk out the front door. Or the back door or something. But I could surround this house. Damn, they're pretty damn good. Yeah. Because a couple of people wanted this room because it, they want a cop to come up here, but they didn't know it's a male or female or a canine. Because this is a cop's house, and if a cop comes in, he doesn't need a warrant. It's his house. But he also could do something better too. He could just kick everybody out because he knows the judges and everything. But my specialty is this is how much responsible I am with these paperwork. I look out and I close them out. Or I look out and I save them. Then I'm wondering, why did I save them? Because I have to have a printer, paper, ink, of course, with my fingerprints instead of etc. You have to turn these things in now. E-filing. A lot of people use e-filing using my name and stuff. Now they have to see me on camera. Because way back then, these guys did it all in the courtroom, filing paperwork with my name and everything. And the stupid part is, they got caught on camera, even on audio. I never went to court. They always went to court on themselves, bitching about themselves, using my name. And that's how I got everything in the Bible, too. I got burned at a stake for the crucifixion. I'm not Jonah Arq. Saint Jonah. She got burned at a pike. That's how they did with her. But her sword is still on. Women has it. The statue they gave her, that's the original sword the statue's holding. But I don't know. But it could be because they found one of the samurai swords in Japan in dirt, buried for thousands of years, and looks brand new. So one of these days I might get a katana sword. Anybody say 1,000 cuts? I'm working on 1,000 stabs, means I might get a tattoo. There's 1,000 stabs, or 1,000 cuts if you want to take it. But the Tritons, Cottonmouth, sorry, they believe in 1,000 cuts. There's other people just like that, believe in 1,000 stabs, 1,000 cuts, again, or everything but 1,000. But with a needle with a guy, he dips in the ink and goes like this or like this. That's your 1,000 stabs. That's a tattoo from a Triton. Tattoo of how I see him. Right? But he will see what he wants to see, like your spiritual animal, whatever, and you don't pick it. They choose it. What they believe who you are. And they cover it up from here so no one sees it, even at the pants leg. So no one sees the tattoo, full body on tattoo. The real shirt, but what we call white beaters or tank top. You don't see the tattoos because in Japan and China, that's frowned upon or gang related. Here it's a beauty mark pretty much, but still it could be gang related. But the blood, the Crips, Native Pride, Tritons, government, they all do the same crap, different styles. It's corporation, it's business. It's just business. It's how far can you go before, they offer you greatness, So you have to prove yourself. If you can stand up to the government, you can stand up to, like a gang member or someone like that. If so, you're proving yourself that you take no shit from no one. And even if you had to stand up against the highest point of the government and go to trial for one thing, it's all about these sex crimes. And breaking and entering, he calls it shock and awe. And shock and awe is better. That's a tactic for you. So what's the difference between a police officer or military, anybody like that, versus a fire department? They got pepper spray. The cops have pepper spray. They have a hose or a fire station. they have a gun, they have an axe. They both kick in doors and they always break things. So when someone say I could fix this, you better have a degree on. Yeah, I fixed a lot of people's places. Don't worry, they do it on purpose. One breaks, one fixes. And that's how the job goes. But break a girl's heart, you break a lot of things. So this time, because I had to play in this field, there is investigation, which always the one I love. It's about an apple and how much seeds can Lucifer spread around. So, can I spread my seeds around? My apple seeds? To prove that one, I had to buy Eve an apple. And her outfit should change color soon to black and white. And she has a place to stay. She's just making sure everything's clear, and yes, it is. And I always said, give me a couple days due to I was working on something. Time to set up tax court in the living room. Means I need to do my taxes. And I just do it in the living room, so if anybody asks, doing my taxes. Be easier. And yeah, staying in a smaller room like this, well, I could, if I get a girlfriend and stuff, I could use this as my office, but still pay rent. So, girlfriend moves in, and and there you go. An office that I pay. You have to, at least do that. And it's on your taxes. That this is also an office. Like a sleeping quarters. But they would take out the bed in time and take out the frame and just make it into like and fix the floors because some people yeah, we all throw shit on the floor. But mine's a screwdriver. Knives, yeah, that works. But you get one of these storage shaped Phillips. And you toss it on the ground. That's quite hard to do. But in time, I have to remodel anyway. And this time, I'm going to have a bigger ear flush because it's stuffy up here half the time. A lot of times. And the original owners put out 3 balls for that ear. But also, I did it a couple times to get the mice and cockroaches up here, yeah. Health inspection type. And I fumigated also up here to allow everything up from the bottom up. So, and one big turnout. And it worked. But good thing is that we all could pull rates around here because we had people interfering with even friends and stuff. And that's really BS because and because if they didn't like that person, they don't need to talk about them or anything, right? But people who wants to know them and stuff, just don't make a freak because by that time I still have low jitters, but that's why. Just get a girlfriend. That might help a little bit. And then, keep the family. But there is one investigation that needs to do to see if it's about a cop in a motel. And let's do that one. And when I had to, was fucking somebody in the motel. So let's do that. Because, if so, I mean, maybe that person will get in trouble, or no. I don't think so. Yeah. Look. So, I should get my actual ID. So, get a real ID option next time you renew your license. Yeah, it's more like transport security, TSA. Are no longer accepted. Oh, look. Good. You also like, but yeah, I'm thinking about getting one of these due to it saves a lot. It looks at your it's a security thing, more security than, but it costs more too. But if I trying to do something that it would take time even for me, then by taking an ID that the government uses and trying to do it in publicly, and what that does is give everybody one card for everything. If you like to travel, it's your passport, your debit card, your social security card, everything you need. Just have like the store, when they check your ID for alcohol or cigarettes, just beep it and there you go. If you have a felon record or something, a cop could just enter one number and that just shows up that record, nothing more, nothing less. They don't need to be nosy in unless you have that. Unless the government looks into it, that's their deal. But like the job history, how much one card? We don't need a wallet for freaking cards, don't we? And if you get your, taxes and paychecks and stuff, just go on one. Have one online account that goes into like a bank account, but checks that your health, like your health insurance and stuff. But to do that, I need a lot of. I need to calm down. So, hopefully, in time, I'm gonna have somebody just sit on my lap, maybe slap me a couple times, calm down. And if I am calm, and they did it, oops. But good thing is, if I calm down, does that mean I got my wish? But also, if someone was trying to get me for DUI, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I took half of responsibility of me and Angie Priest smoking pot while driving. I wasn't driving, she was. So I took half of responsibility. And I do take my own responsibility, even for others. I know this. But it's okay. Due to that, I understand how most people are. They don't take responsibility for themselves. But in investigation, they also was telling me what happened. That's the thing I had to keep secret. But the people who repeats it, to do it and then repeat it, then, they're just assholes. They just needed to be punched or something. But having a person like from the sheriff's department or something, who's not really from the sheriff's department, the detective of Harrisburg, who's more berserk than most of us. Oh, if anybody's seen what I was dealing with, I used to slam the door in his face too. So it's funny. How many times, because I noticed, okay, someone broke his nose before. But but gave me a felon. Yeah, I have a felony, but it didn't say nothing about violent behaviors or anything, so I could have my knife, my guns, everything still. I could still get my gun permit. But they want me to work with them because I have all rights to just do it, but I have to be a vote. That's the thing. People doesn't even know my job title is voting. You can't just do it because this is what this family thought I could, snap my fingers and shit happens. Nope. Even with a title, general manager, you know what they say? We don't see that. All we see is a kid. A kid with just a number like the rest of us. And his age is 34. Yay! Look, he's a smart ass. Yay! Now let's just slap him. Yay! But give someone, their own rights to. Okay, gotta wait, slapping a cop or something because that's assault. But just let there's one person that didn't because funny thing is, no one put him in jail because no one did the paperwork. But you fuck with him or any family members that they all call family, you don't know what they will come up with. Because everybody that even my sister met, if my sister did come here, because I heard Peterson call my sister up, that means he took my ID, my wallet, everything. That means he is doing fraud, and that's why his back always hurts. Well, how's Joe now? My back always hurts from them. Goddamn concrete slabs, huh? And the food's not half bad. At least they have actual food. And bologna sandwich with mustard and soccer cheese. That was my mom's sandwich. You're just missing the lettuce. That's it. Missing the lettuce. And you will have the same type of sandwich my mom always ate. I always eat mine with like minus the mustard. I didn't like mustard much. I'll eat it, but I don't like it much. But mayo, I like it. But I bought this type of mustard that you have to spread on the bread. So, is it I need to spread my mustard or my apple seeds? By the way, I'm thinking I'm pretty damn content up here. And because now I do trust everybody. Everybody that I didn't trust at the window. The ones who can walk around here. Hey, look at that. They pay rent. And because this is still a family type of house, of course, their family, my family, everybody's family could show up here. And they could spend the night if they want and stuff like that. Because I heard, yeah, we're going to have someone new, but she's not that new. But everybody that these guys trust is, they did no investigation. I didn't even do it. But good thing is, I was also under this investigation with everybody. So, see, I'm just a guy that he's just allowed to be followed. So, good news, I did a couple things. Well, a couple hours. I'll do that one other thing. Because one of the rules, because of mental health, that in my department, you have to study your mental health. Everybody needs one, like a friend in need, counselor type. Because we all have, hey, maybe he has the answer, or, well, I know he, or she, or. So, that is a really good thing. And having helped a lot of people, at least, people can help me too. I love all people, like psychology-wise, and you become that really great person. Even if people, judge that person is, hey, we all have our shades, but it's always a silver lining at the end. And my silver lining, I can't believe I've been looking at all this whole time. And the best thing is, at least, I had the biggest reason to show off my my Hasselite. The best way. Because somebody wants to be with an investigator. All right. Because I always wanted a detective. Too much Lucifer to show. Because the cop I knew in Lincoln County, she was a detective. And when you have a guy who knows the damn, show to, and no one realized it until a federal cop had to do an investigation on the person. But a blonde detective, but a guy who could play the role perfectly of Lucifer, and a smart ass. He also don't give a fuck about the law, but still follows it because look, he has a crush on a cop. That's how Lucifer was. So how I was always behaving was I always showed off my ass to to show off to her, then meet my family. So if I show off my ass to her, show off my ass to them, what happens? He's just showing off his ass. But I remember people tried to put complaints in to like even to iOS about me doing tax fraud. Okay, let's go for this one. I admit it. I did do tax fraud. Guess what I did? I tax audit myself. And because no one, not even the governor, could do anything. Because if you tax audit yourself, it means you're just screwing yourself over, right? But if I could do it, and this is the high risk management. If I could do it to myself, I could help others. It means if I need to tax audit somebody, I just write down my number, with the taxpayer and all them. Lots of paperwork. But I could help people to, I don't need to do the taxes. Just like if you need your EIN or something, I just write down, yeah, you're my employee. Here you go. And the best thing is, sometimes, do it correctly. Be like the last employment. Yeah, he's a really great person and, don't need to do much. Because if you like to, like being a dealer, like selling things, you don't need to be a drug dealer. Dealer means selling. So if you like, your pot and you want to be working in the dispensary, I could book out an angle, and usually, it works out as I could become your parole officer and say, "Oh look, see, he's such a great person." Because I should be on parole by now, am I? Oh well. Because I don't see nothing but I should be seeing the same chick I seen walking down the road, but the guy should be at least older than God himself. But also, I could become that private security from my favorite point, the Vatican Church. Because that also deemed everything, even in a church, and it has to be a father or a preacher or any high rank official in the churches. As a Catholic, I see it as it's a Catholic thing. Because, well, I'm always My aunt was a Catholic. I studied more of the Catholic because of Hebrew, as from my saying I'm Hebrew. So all the Catholic Bible, and the whole thing is you have to see it to believe it. The story of Lucifer more. It tells you more. And it's saints, actually. But they also believe in archangels, that's what Lucifer is, and everything. So a saint is a person, you know. But after 5 years of death, then you could become one. A life saint is pretty dangerous. But just say he could be the Vatican security agent or Vatican Police Department, and then you got it. But I have to be deemed at the same time, same thing as a courtroom. I have to be past judgment, pretense, or false tense, pretense, and the truth. So past time judgment, both ways, you can become one. It's more like I got, well, I was what do you call that, ordained, but to do it properly, I had to do another risk management. Is like now I have to switch over to one thing that a lot of people don't understand on how the hell this works. Most of us smart ass in religion. And if we want to talk about religion, I would tell you about what I believe in like a resonating type. Like how the apple, I believe, is just an apple. And me probably wasn't the first ones because of others. Kind of decoding or dissecting, but having somebody who believes in that too is also why some Bibles has missing pages, missing text. But that's the thing that most people just. I'm just explaining it like wrong at this moment. I'm just paying attention to my computer. But like, why did Jesus get crucified? Well, here you go. When the Romans took what we call conquered Egypt and all, they actually changed the laws, the religion, things like that. It's a war thing. Yeah, whoever conquers could do that. Well, they took out the Bible that Jesus actually read and learned and the laws he grew up with. And I want to read that first Bible. I want to read what Jesus read because that means there's some pages that stacks up to all together. We could probably build a big ass book and said this is how life began. And it might have some truth. That's why investigators have to pick out what's true and what's false and what's possible. There you go. And I believe the crucifixion as a Bible actually tells you it's in record. Romans didn't keep records. No, it's in the Bible. That's the record of Jesus' death because of the actions and how he got crucified. And in detail, he got stabbed and everything, right? Thorned. He carried his own cross and things like that. Because he stood up what he believed in and was classified as whistleblowing. The Romans and stuff likes to manipulate human behavior. So they're pretty damn good because that's where Pluto originated. So the Higgins. So their courtroom, they did an investigation and they put all the blame on Jesus, all their sins. And if you pay attention even to the movies or shows or when they talk about him or follow the Bible, he's acting out like he wasn't supposed to rage everything, destroying things. Why would he be, doing that if he was a good guy? Unless people put thoughts in his head. Jonah, shit. The guy who did it, he became a saint, by the way. Jesus was known as, Jesus Christ, the Son of God. And there's other stories about that. But here you go. At least some artifacts survived around that time to prove that they were real, Mary and them. And the chalice, I believe, is more like wood than like gold and things like that. It was wood, then over time, celebrated, but be surprised it could survive. Because it'd be like something for a carpenter. And I heard he's pretty damn good. But here you go. There's a story that I remember. Yes, I watched Discovery Channel and stuff. So even the religion part, that's the shroud. Jesus Christ is shroud. But I remember a story that I was watching. A nun that in a story of a sister's house needed somebody to build a staircase. But the staircase has to be a circle because it's how it's built. You can't build a square one or anything because of the corners. It was weird. This church still stands and this still will happen. They prayed overnight, day and night, and a guy came. This is the story. And he looked at the carpenter, toolbox, everything. Told the nuns to leave at least for a week or less. And when they came back, the staircase was a spiral without a pole and no nails, no glue, no nothing. It was pieced together and there was nothing else. And it's still there. I want to know how the hell that happened. There's some stories that I do believe in faith, thank God. But also the burning bush, I don't think the plant was talking. But they do have a bush that they do a bust over time because of the heat and stuff. And they call them the burning bush. And when you listen to it, it sounds like it's talking. And with women and stuff had the alcohol 100 proof. The wine had to be polluted. It's like brandy. But that doesn't mean nothing because it's a bush. It just bust, caught fire. But Moses, with the Ten Commandments, no, he broke the original. So did he bodily wrote it out, or he was trying to remember some of it? That's the thing. But also, it's also in the Bible, in the Ten Commandments, you cannot worship, an object or whatever. But what are some people doing to Jesus' cross as Christians? Okay, Catholic has Mother Teresa or Guadalupe, Virgin Mary, and yeah, you're not really, marginalizing it as, worship as a goddess. But no, you look at her as a a mother who could help to give birth. to, how much a mother, a goddess, but it's a mother. And most people don't just worship. It's just in the Catholic Bible, we don't worship it. We just talk about it. A preacher would preach about it, but you get people, to understand things. I went to a church in South Beach, Oregon, just past Newport, that they really were doing bigotry and shit like that. And this is where the churches sent me because I bitch about certain people, I don't do bigotry. A lot of churches doesn't believe in that crap either. You could tell who's a good Christian Catholic by the demeanor. They help you. They help others like people help Jesus. Things like that. Guadalupe or Mother Teresa, she had help to give birth, and people was hiding her, and things like that. You always have someone to help you every step of the way. If you have a stepdad who was there the whole time from birth to, adult age, like my sister did with my dad, that's another thing. Follow the Bible. It's not your kid, but you raised, that kid. So technically, is that your child or not? So is that Jesus' dad, Joseph? We don't know. Because if she was a mother who got knocked out by a guy, like she was a prostitute or something, we don't know. This is Middle East. Or she got raped or things like that shit happens. But sex, kid, pregnant, no matter what. But if the Bible is correct and she met Joseph along the way of the 12 and he was right there to protect her, because she could be stoned to death, she could be burned, she could be hung. Yeah, unmarried, unwed mother still happens in the Middle East. And you can't fix that law back there because that happens for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. They always done that. But also, I believe in eye for an eye. It's someone's trying to steal something, you grab wherever and you cut off wherever. But we have something better. If anybody in this house catch the thief, they could just hit them with something they could pick up. We have long range. And so how much thought was that take? But yeah, so whipped cream, apple pie, that works. And sometimes I talk doesn't make sense to most people because not supposed to have sun. But whoever could pick it up, hey, look at that. It works. But having an idiot think about everybody, that he is doing all this. Okay. Don't tell anybody that, there's also people who will come after you, like, can't stab you with a freaking pen. Yeah. That's funny. What the hell was she going to do? Believe me, I thought about stabbing him too. With a joint. But he's pretty funny. I'll give him that. So when I walk in to the courthouse, I'm like, so, what's up, Chase? Because I could call him Case, Kayce, but Kace, it's Case. Case, Case. But anyway, forgot to legally change your name and shit. Social application. No, that's a title. Also, just letting people know, handling, throwing away other people's mails and stuff and saying, they don't live here and shit. That's actually temporary, but luckily we don't do that here. And everybody gets the stuff, but just letting you know, that would be, in here we all know that would be a federal offense. We're not that stupid. But yeah, there was also people who stole people's packages and stuff and make sure, but everything is tracked nowadays. That your mailbox, your USPS, your FedEx, your UPS, your Amazon. Most people doesn't. People who doesn't even know that steals them. People who knows that, yeah, there you go. But make sure everybody gets this stuff. But I have to kiss and make up one little thing. I just need to sit through one of these days and say, well, these extra 3 days. I told them they were grounded. So, also, I guess somebody's on the missing because the old house, speaking of these damn floors, slamming of the door, exploring things, got it now. See, it's their investigation too. But people around here knows them, but other people was doing it just because, like my house, like my place, just because they want to get in trouble. But let's just say he's one just pissed off at another, because she has a boyfriend, she doesn't. Why not just have a guy who went through the same situation, but worse, in his hometown, and have him hook up with this chick, and every time they, if the sisters get pissed off at each other, take her, go somewhere, go have a picnic, go jogging, go hiking, do something, and let everything go down. Or bring everybody out, do the same thing, hiking, picnicking, and have that wonderful thing. Because that's the time whoever wants to fuck with anybody, well, that's the way. But, I thought that was in Spanish. So look, if I say accident and insurance report in Spanish, but nope. Get down to it. I could send one of these things to investigative thing. I even passed the state version. Well, still federal, but state. And it's kind of weird. I should just read them, print out the manuals and have a almost like a little training thing and apply the method outside, because it's kind of funny. Some of these people doesn't know there's a manual back in the 60s. And you got to pay attention really good. Really good. The government don't want you to know. They will fucking stone off their ass when they do this. I swear to God. It's, because it doesn't make sense half the time. It's not supposed to. And flying fucking colors, alright. But that means I play a lot more hand games. I just don't do it. Yep. And when I do it, it's like, well, I told you I had a headache. Not tonight. I'm just here. Oh yeah, they didn't want me in there either. Supreme Court. I did have access to it. That's okay. All I needed was the paperwork. Or what? To be registered in it. That's it. At least once. And oh shit, yeah, I was just doing bunch of paperwork, and I just ended up like there. Paying taxes and pay around with the paperwork. Yeah, and it's like, fair enough. That's how I screw with the government. That's high risk. Don't do it. Somehow I equaled up things. Yeah, I really didn't do much, so I just made him just change your name back to Jason. Because Lucifer not supposed to be in public. in the court system. But, some reason, I'm going to look up my case to see if it's in the US courtroom. But, just don't. Because in my defense, I'm at pro bono service, so so that's why it's pro bono. And I just dawned on me, yeah, some of these paperwork I forgot to send them money, but somehow I still paid them. I think because I just did it just for the numbers, and I really didn't file, that type of paperwork through the system, and yeah, it costs money. But do it for the practice, and if I really have to, that's the time. Because I had to practice what these courses, you have to apply yourself outside of the courses too, like a Java level. So me just doing what I have to do and just kick back and look at it. It works. So I could become my own attorney. By the way, it works. So if I have a girlfriend or something, look, I have the then I get prosecuted. Can't prosecute myself. I could explain myself. But prosecute myself, no, I need a girlfriend or something. Actually, I am getting that closer. But see how I could screw up the government too. Waiver of the service of summons. Now, and some of these documents look older than itself. They put them out and yeah, they make them so fancy. But some of these paperwork the Supreme Court has promised really old. But how this works is if one of them signs it, they all sign it pretty much. But I had to pass it through them too. But breakdown Lucifer is more like a job title for somebody else. But yeah, just put down like Ace or something, or General, because I'm acting as General Attorney, or down somewhere. So I see, but another smart ass type of thing. I'm like the vice president. I don't need to do nothing. Just kick back. Because a vice president, they don't really need to do much, but I'm also part of I have to grab tax files from these guys. That's why I'm logged in, truthfully. Because if I have to play the game, if I could do it to myself, I could do it to others. So I even think about myself. That's how I got it, It's I took responsibility for myself no matter what. So I tax out it myself. Because in the general manager position, you have to file almost every type of paperwork, and a lot of it is just bullshit. Usually you got like your human resource, your civil rights, your criminal, court reporter, CJA, jury. So send something to the, maybe to a church that you guys got bankrupt. Because all they do is get donations too, right? $2,000. I could even ask for a penny, and then the father of the church said, "Guess what? We just got bankrupt." So after all this, I had to educate myself and everything if I to process. And the funny thing is, I really can't investigate myself either. We all tried. No, I said we all tried to figure my ass out while I figure out somebody else. That's an investigation. But at least we didn't do what's called sabotaging each other, or we didn't what do you call it, spying on each other. Because if you hook up a fucking webcam in your own room and or your own space and broadcast it everywhere, well, guess what? You can't control for that either. So uh, do it to people, do it to like your girlfriend or something, and she likes to be recorded and on, any adult websites. That's the thing. That's your guys' business. Correct. But some of these paperwork, you have to do it for corporations style, like discharge, all that. So you have to do it to yourself. So your crap just goes blah. Some of it I forgot, but some people didn't. And I called Will. But some people don't realize that while this paperwork is just you have to play a game like war. If they slap down like a restraining order, you come back to like protective order, like kind of BS, paper trail, call it. But in in tax court, you have bankruptcy forms, and then you have instructions how to read them. You have to read the instructions, pay attention to it, do the paperwork to yourself, and you just got promoted to you're an asshole, or what most people call me, a-hole. So, one bad guy to it. Some people behind my back understand I didn't do it too. Yeah, I know I'm an asshole. Not my fault. Here's what I do. I read instructions, follow them, and figure out. Sometimes that's how a school starts. Just to own something that most people don't realize. You could become your own attorney. You just have to study your the law, and then you have to follow the paperwork. And if you do it correctly, then you can, become one. But you also have to be evoked to become you have to be investigated and everything due to the paperwork you do on yourself. So they have to follow along too. And if you have a clean background, like you didn't lie to them. So if you lie, then you're in trouble. But do to yourself, yeah, that's a school credit type of concept. In other words, I said it a lot before I went to jail the first time. So the felony tree has to drop sooner or later. Does that happen? This all happened before, so they can't stop me. But helping somebody, yeah, I can. Here's around this time, I said, yeah, some tax service can't do your state bankruptcy type of paperwork. You have to go through Congress and Supreme Court and all that. And only DC could vote on that one as well. But public assets, I show people my tax forms. I'm surprised no one wants to try them either. You have to be surprised. One stack, yeah, I had to do them though. One stack, I do my taxes. And yeah, but having someone with me, like a girl, it makes it more fun. You use both your guys' numbers and you can tax audit each other. That's a dirty tax audit thing. But also that's kind of how some government officials would like to get started. But investigating something, it takes a lot of hard work. And believe me, sometimes people kiss the door shut in their face. But at least pretty nice and calm. He says angels. And that's how it works. understanding people's like civil rights and stuff, the paperwork, the law sucks at the time. And I understand why nowadays there's a lot more crap in channels. Yeah, they allow me to do it just to get certain numbers for my tax forms. Just for the hell of it. Because I was studying law and it sucks more. I didn't want to be a banker. I studied underneath this classes edx.org. Big top schools like Harvard, Princeton, they made this online type of class. You could do a sit-in, it's free if you want to get your certificate. But I spent a couple bucks actually to get my certificate for the UN banking. But I just sat there and I'm over here paying attention to whoa. Sounds like you guys are, it's a United Nations banking, medical management and stuff. And I didn't finish it, but I remembered all that crap. Reason why I didn't want to be a banker, but it was a management position. I wasn't at that position. But I found out a couple of banks was looking for bank managers. But how much I learned and it kept record enough credits actually put me as a manager without access to like United Nations. But internationally, I could have just finished it and had that manager become international management type of banking. But I didn't speak in any other language except English until I moved down here. And yep, no matter what, I'm going to learn it, speak it, and it's okay. I go right down, I know 4 languages. Computering is also a language. Programming. But that is how they see it too. That's a second language. But I also could use sign language. And not Hebrew, but crap. Technically, this paperwork should be a second language. Gotta go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you screw up on the paperwork, you screw up on your case. But build a case around yourself. That's how you do it. Take responsibility for your own actions. And when you know it, you just pay attention and you learn to send stuff. So if anything happens, anybody asks, no, that's how they do it. You become your own attorney. And lawyer sucks because they don't have their former set of students. Because a lawyer could do like small claim court type of cases. An attorney, well, they're assholes. They pretty much just graduated. It's okay. I just notice we all have horses sometimes. But pretty damn good town, city. Walking around wildlife, that helps. Actually brings me back memories about my hometown, Siletz, because that's what I always did when camping in the woods. Here, and well, back there is Pacific. Yeah, Georgia Pacific um, areas. So for logging purposes, so you be almost trespassing without a hunt, But didn't give a crap. I didn't burn down the damn forest. Most people did, even in the old days with the fireworks. Yeah, I seen them and shit. But what I did when I was at a motel, I had an officer hand me $5. So I paid it forward. So I went down to the dispensary. Probably would have guessed that one. But cup of coffee, but guess what? I got a cup of coffee up here. So vanilla bean, huh? But yeah, cereal cold full of Starbucks. Anyway, yeah, she took me for a ride. It's okay. I want to play with her AR-15. See if we could recreate that damn battle scene. I do it with paintballs. A video game. This is how I got investigated. I didn't know my buddy actually had a friend. Well, we were playing this COD game, Call of Duty, Black Ops 2. So we did something like that. That was 2. And this character kept on shooting at me with the AR-15 with flashbangs and stuff. And I was getting pissed. So I did something. I set up this class that it was a tactical surge. It's a flashbang. Um, Also, I had EMPs, throwing knives, uh, a tactical knife with a flashlight, a gun with a sound chip with a tactical flashlight. So it strobes when you shoot, but with ninja and scavenger and stuff on. And my map always shows, locations. I pissed her off. I found out. And then she found out what I really was, even outside of the video game. She was more pissed off. But a good cop. She was a love and bless her heart and everything. So what I did, I paid forward for $5, went to, I got my food stamps. I had over 300, and that was plenty enough. But the homeless from Otis, was staying there. They lost everything. I kind of did too, but not to a fireworks and shit. So I bought them sandwiches and cold chicken and something to drink. But this guy had a dog, so I bought um, chicken strips, a family size, and a couple bars of water and a sandwich. They're not that little dog. He likes to poke at his owner when somebody was trying to offer him $100, and that dog took that girl's side. He had a little cot, a sleeping, a toilet. He didn't have much, but his little dog was so spunky. It was so cute. So